Hi there, it's Roman speaking from Telemetrics, and I'd like to show you today the API testing or a combination of API and browser testing within Autemos. To start, I prepared one slide to give you a short introduction. So I would say normally you have kind of a functional description of your test case in your test management tool. Maybe you actually even already have a Gherkin test case, which probably works even better in this case. So also there, in case you have a functional description, to make it even better and easier, you can easily transform your function description to a Gherkin test case. Then you give this Gherkin test case to Autemos in the chat, and he will then create a test workflow. This test workflow looks like this at the end. It has some browser interactions, some API interactions, as well as some assertions. Also, it has actually assertions within the verify response. So that, for example, here, in this case, we open a browser, we go to the JSON placeholder page, we verify some information there, we click, we again verify some information. Then we will do a HTTP call to a GET call to get some information via the API request. And we're going to verify in that response of this API call whether we got a 200 status code back, and if the information we get in the response body has all of this information and if they are correct. So to show you that quickly how that's working in Autemos. In Autemos you have the recorder, and in the recorder you normally would create your test cases. This can be browser test cases, it can be mobile test cases, but it also can be API test cases or a combination of all of them. So now, obviously in this case, I take the Gherkin test case from before, I will add it into the chat, press the button, and now Autemos is thinking about the information you just gave him, and will think about what he needs to do. So obviously it opens a browser, goes to that relevant page, and you will always see on the left side in the AI chat what he is doing. So in this case, again, now you see, okay, it's reading the screen. It will now add the assertions as described in the Gherkin test case. Also, at the same time, you see that it creates events as well as the pages. So in this case, obviously one page, which is the JSON page. And now it will create the, it has clicked on the link. It will do the assertions on this page now. And after that, it will then do the API calls. Let's give it a few seconds. So now it's doing the API call, and then getting the feedback, and by the feedback, it does all the verification of this one API call. So now the test creation actually is completed. As you see, it created here 2 pages. One as well for this homepage, the other one for the guide page. And now actually you can save this test as I have recorded it before. I won't save it again. So I'm just gonna stop here and then go to the test workflow. And in the test workflow, you see here the browser plus API test. This is this one we have just created now. And you will see here the detailed information. So you have the test start, then we have to open the browser. So you can actually also in here then change that, or even say, okay, you want to have it based on test data you want to have. Or so here you have then the navigation to the URL, the assertion you want to do. Again, here you have the binding. You could have a test data binding in here, so the assertions can be based on test data. You have the link where you click with also the timeout. Then you have the here await again until something is visible. And you have the assertions, and then we also have the API calls. So in the API calls, you have the method, which is here a get now. You have the you have the URL, which is to which this API call is sent. You have authentication. In this case, it's none, but you have the possibility to have different authentication, which you can add here. Then you have the header, the body, and as well as the response. And you fill in this information. Normally, as said, it's filled by the recorder per se, but obviously you can then manually adjust it if required, or if you want to, for example, copy your test and just add different information in it, so you can easily modify that as well manually. You also have then the verified response in here, etc. So that, for example, you see, okay, he gets this response path. You want to say, okay, it has to be equal 1. So that you can verify the response. In case, for example, something is not working, you have the possibility also in here to use the AI chatbot. So you easily can just here drop again a chat, a prompt, where you say, okay, you need some adjustments to your test case, so that same as well as you do in the recorder, you can do it as well here in the test workflow. Yes, and that's how it actually works. So just to make sure we can show that as well, you execute the test in here. It will go through. And then if you go to test runs, under then runs, you actually see here now the test result, where you can also enable screenshots, that you see the screenshot of the browser part of the test. You get the history, where you see, okay, how many times was this test run, what were the results of it. If you then go back here again, you can go to the detailed view as we were before, and you see here then the screenshots as well as the verify response or API response of the calls, and how long the test actually run, where it run on which browser. So all this information is available here. I hope this helps, and I hope you have a better understanding on how API testing is working within Autemos. A quick preview on our next release, which will come end of July. We will also add API collections so that you are able to have multiple API Swagger files, which you can use to create your API tests. This will make it even more easy to create API tests directly from OpenAPI specifications.